Hey, good morning. I wanted to talk to you this morning about accountability. I'm doing a lot of business makeovers these days. In fact, I'm off to check on one of the biggest ones I've done up in the Catskills after I finish this video today. But it's a lot of merchandising. And I remember when I used to go into some of our stores when I was the CMO of a coffee franchise, and I would spend a lot of time working with the manager and saying, this is how we do it, this is what goes here, and we would spend the day re-merchandising the store. And I would come back like 2 days later, and the entire store was changed to something totally unrelated. Things that I'd grouped together to say, this is what we want to show, was changed over to something else. And it got me so upset. And I would say to the manager, why did this happen? She goes, oh, Jane's really good with displays. And I said, no, she's not. Jane is terrible at displays because she remade everything I just did. And they said, well, what can I do? And I said, you hold them accountable. And what holding accountable means is, here's what you're supposed to do. If you go outside of here, I'm going to notice, and I'm either going to talk to you, and if I don't get your attention that way, I'm going to go through and get me written warning. I was talking to a retailer just the other day, and this guy was telling me how, it seems that his partner lets anybody work forever. They never have people be fired. And isn't that great? And I said, no, that's terrible, because what you've said is there's no accountability. So I want you to think about that today, because how many times are you letting somebody slip because it's hard? I don't want to be the bad guy, Bob. Well, why not? It's called work. I've just hired two new assistants, and it's very exciting having these additional bodies to grow the team. And one of the things that we do is every morning, it's like, what are you going to be working on? And then at the end of the day, exactly what did you work on? And that might sound a little micromanaging, but quite simply, I want to know that what we expected you to do, you did. So how many times are you letting people, for example, I have people on SalesRx, and they go through and I see they're certified. I walk into a store, I send a mystery shopper in there, and they aren't doing this. Like, oh yeah, I know they don't. Well, then why the hell aren't you holding them accountable? It's really kind of black and white. If you're going to train somebody, you have great content, then you practice it so that they can make sure that they understand it. Then you role play it away from customers so they can get quick wins. And then after that, you go through and you hold them accountable. You say, hey, this is what I want you to do. This is what I expect you to do. So if your greeting is, welcome to Llama Land, I'm Genevieve, your llama host, and you say that's what we're supposed to say in your restaurant every single time, then why do you let people say, hi, how you doing? Because it's easy. Because I want to be popular, and that's kind of pushy. So I want you to think about that for your motivational moment today. How much are you letting employees get away with because you're unwilling to hold them accountable? And I will see. Because it's the one thing I think small businesses, big businesses do as well, is we don't want to be that person that holds people accountable. But you know what? You have somebody holding your feet to the fire. You have somebody holding you accountable. It's probably called your family, or it's called your mortgage, or it's called your lease, or it's called your parents' legacy, or a million other things. And if you discount that, then I think you discount what it takes to work at a retail store, which is to manage the people. Anybody can go out and buy merch. It doesn't take any skill. I can go out and buy stuff with my credit card and then resell it for hopefully 50% more. That's not a merchant. That's just somebody who likes to buy stuff. A merchant goes through and says, I'm going to buy this product, I'm going to hire the right people, I'm going to brand my customer experience so people will come in and pay more than they could online. That's it. So if that's what you want to do, I'm your guy. But if you think holding people accountable is something you are it's something either beneath you or above you, or it's something foreign to you, then I got news for you. You're going to be out of business soon, because the landscape is changing rapidly. Go look at Sears from Black Friday. Nobody was there. They had it all. They had an amazing training program. They had an amazing brand. They lost everything. It took them a long time, but they've had the Wall Street to hold them up. You don't have that luxury. And if you're putting more money into your business than you're taking out, my guess is you're not holding people accountable. So you brag to me, you've had somebody there for 20 years, and isn't it great? It's like, no. They should have moved on and learned something, or become something, or become an entrepreneur, or they should have gone into a different part of your business, or done something. But if you left them in the store without any training, without anything else to focus on, without holding them accountable, you have these more than likely people who are going through with their brain shut off, doing the same thing every day. Can I help you find something? Do you have a budget? Oh, that's cute. How are you doing today? Oh, fine. Oh, I'm fine. Do you think it's going to snow? Think it's going to rain? And that idle chatter that just is killing retail because there's no humanity, no one's opening their heart and being curious about another person, ends up working its way into your store. And then pretty soon it's easy for me to drive by and say, like, yeah, I don't think I need to go in there. On the other side, there's plenty of businesses I will go out of my way for because there's a feeling. And when when people feel they matter, they buy more. So I hope that helps. That's actually a two-part motivation. I had accountability 1 and now accountability 2. So there you go. I want to close this by just getting you to tie back to the original short video I did at the beginning on holding people accountable. That starts with you first, holding yourself accountable. Coming up with a goal, 3 things you want to do today. Did I do them? Didn't I do them? What were the obstacles I ran into? How do I stop that from happening? Great. But if you're not going to hold your employees accountable, then it's pretty much the Wild West when customers walk in and somebody's given a wheel and deal and someone's treating somebody like crap and somebody's going the extra mile, but you don't even know because you're not holding them accountable. You're just happy they show up. And then you pay them payroll and then you can bitch and moan about that or a million other things. If you're going to pay me, for God's sake, show me what the boundaries are and hold me accountable. Those are the people that are hard to hire, and those are the ones you want to hire. The easy ones, the ones that want no responsibilities, no accountability, and you let them there. So you pretty much have these warm bodies, these zombies walking in, saying the same thing to everybody every day. I'm bored. And so what do? Like my girl at Instagram. She's really good with displays. She changed everything. Yeah, that's not what I want them to do. And I don't want to dust the furniture once again or pick orders for online. So I hope that helps. Again, if you like this, give me some love, give me some thumbs up, and more importantly, share this because we're in the most wonderful time of the year. Are you ready? Because you don't have the luxury of a negative thought. I'll see you next week before I'm off in December, and I may give you a check-in on my business makeover up in Catskill later today. Depends on the Wi-Fi, and show you what we're up to there. But anyway, do good work, good selling, and hold people accountable, for God's sake. You deserve it.